So it was quiet day for this deer drinking his water until something came lurking down the forest. Bensky, of course. Bensky is one of those deer-like sneakers and wants to sneak for everything that's like a rabbit or something small or something big to eat with his mouth. But the problem is, he has no gun on his hand. So, the only thing he has to do is something what he needs to be done. Is trying to look for some stick and log, but there is nothing in this bush. But the thing is, he's gonna act like a log and look like it's gonna be in the water and look like it's gonna be a log water for the deer and see what happens when this deer tries to do something. You're gonna watch and see. And once the guy lay down, this guy lay down into a log sticked man. So, the incident on what happened is that when this guy was spying on the deer, he was looking at him directly and carefully at it. So, when the guy was looking correctly and carefully on the deer, it was really steady. And the guy was really steady to, go after it and go eat the deer. But once this happened, this deer was like he was like spotted on the right angle of it and deftly, trying to see what kind of prey he can get. After what he was doing, he was like soon like laying down and trying to get the deer's, attention by, trying to pretend to be a log. And this could happen. And what could happen is that when any deer can spot anything, they can maybe lick things and eat grass mostly, but mostly for like objects in that they can lick on things perfectly. And this thing, when the guy moved, he noticed that he moved, and it costed the deer to just freak out and just scare away by crushing his head furtively up to his brain. And this caused a seizure for the guy to get up when he was like the deer was running over his body and mostly crushing the first hoof into his head. And that caused his brain to furiously break a skull to his brain and then crush into his brain. And that led him to seriously and consciousness and heritage to his brain, and that leaded him to seriously stilled and conscious death to his brain. But the guy learned his lesson is get better food and try to pack up if you're going for a hunt, or don't be a doofus like this guy right here. Or you can end up like a doofus like this guy that lays down on the ground and gets hooved and crushed by a deer, of course, in his head. My voice need to work.